Right, so I just wanted to show you kind of what I've come up with so far for a new survival air rifle, or a takedown air rifle, or a backpacking air rifle. I've previously shown a video on how to remove the barrel on one of these so you can fit it in a bag. So I've done a little bit more to it, and I'm going to do more. But the main thing about this kind of project is you're going to be able to do this without doing any drastic work to it. So, you know, you could cut the stock down and put a folding stock, or you could cut the barrel down to make the barrel shorter. We're not going to do none of that. We're going to do it so that the gun can be put back together exactly how it was if you wanted it to. So this is what we've got so far. So I've removed the barrel and I've got these kind of bungee straps and attached them to the side, kind of over the stock and over the barrel to hold it in place. So that then keeps the gun in one piece together. So I will show you some bits. We've got the straps. That's simple enough. You know, just get straps, Velcro straps, whatever. You can do that. I've also, on the butt, I've removed the rubber butt pad and replaced it with a completely different one made out of, it's actually a piece of chopping board, and I've made some compartments inside here. That spins round. I had to put a couple of washers there because I didn't quite have the right size. If you got a good size washer, put that there. So all I did was laid the stock on this chopping board, marked it, cut it out, shaped it, drilled a hole and put the screw back in. Before I did that, I drilled these two holes here. Now the plan on this is going to be, one of these is going to be for tools. So a small screwdriver, what will undo and do up these two screws, and maybe even a spare bolt as well. So one of them is going to be screwdriver, smallest screwdriver I can get, and a spare bolt, and whatever else I can fit in there. But the main thing is going to be a screwdriver and a bolt. If there's space, I'll stuff other things in there. The other one is going to be for pellets, and I'll stick as many pellets in as I can. If there's a little gap, I'll put something else in there as well. Then you just slide this over. It's quite stiff, it's got to be, and that sits like that. There was another reason I removed this as well, and that is, it's only a little bit of length, but I've managed to get rid of, you know, that much length off the back of it without cutting the stock or anything. So if I want to put this gun completely back to normal again, I'll just put this on, put the barrel back on, take these straps off, and the gun is exactly the way it always was before. But you know, you can take these things off. So that's off, and we've gained, or we've lost, about 1 inch in length, which does make this stock quite short, but you know, it'll do. If you can't be dealing with that, then you could just take the butt pad off, drill the holes and put the butt pad back on. But I wanted to make this, like I said, make it a little bit shorter but without doing anything too drastic. A little word on that as well. So let's imagine you cut it off here and they cut the barrel off, say about there. You're only going to, well, I'd say you want a bit more barrel than that. So 11 inches there, and then the rest of this to there. The gun would actually be longer than what it is now. Do you see what I mean? So cut the barrel down there, cut the stock off there. With the barrel staying on the gun, it's never going to be any shorter than what it is anyway. So by just taking the barrel off and put it on the side, you haven't done nothing too drastic to ruin the gun in the long run, but it's just as short anyway, if you know what I mean. I hope that made sense. So that's so far we've got the barrel removed. You just undo these screws here, put it back on. It's simple. It's like a 30-second job. The vital thing, you do need a screwdriver, but we'll put a screwdriver in, and I may even attach it, by a bit of bungee cord or something, so you definitely can't lose it. And we've removed the butt pad and made ourselves a compartment, or 2 compartments. They're quite deep. They are one's 3 inches. Yeah, they're both about 3 inches deep, so it ain't bad. So the other things I'm going to plan on doing is, I'm hopefully going to want to make some sort of pellet holder to either go on the side of the gun. So you could do this with just a bit of foam with some holes drilled in it. So maybe something like that, maybe a pellet holder here, or maybe this side, pellet holder, either leather or foam. A pellet holder on it. I've got to put the stuff back in the stock. I might maybe wrap some of the barrel in paracord, so then you've got paracord with it. And in the back I'd like to definitely fit some sort of firelighting stuff in there. But the main thing is you need with this gun definitely is the pellets. So if you can't put enough pellets in by putting other stuff in, then just forsake the other stuff and just put the pellets in, because if without the pellets the gun's worthless. I'm going to also put some sort of a sling on it. It has got holes drilled already for a sling, and it's even got holes here, because this is how these come, with one there and one there, which I didn't actually like about so much. But even taking the barrel off, you could put one on the barrel and here, because you don't want to lose the barrel either. So if it's attached here and there, then kind of wrap it round, that would be even better. So that's what I've got so far on survival air rifle. Oh, the actual length now is 26 inches, like that. And then when you obviously put the barrel back on, it's a full size rifle again. I'll tell you one other good thing about these B2 type rifles is they are so simple as well. Which, well, simple is always a good thing. It's easier to fix and things like that. But definitely very simple. Like, they have no adjustable trigger or nothing, which some people might moan about, but for a survival gun that's what you want. You want it to be simple, so you can take it apart, fix it if need be. But that's what we've got so far. That would fit in a large bag. I'm not going to do any more cutting or anything. The barrel's staying full length and the stock is staying full length. So if I want to put this all back together again, it can be. Right, so this is part 1. When I've done a bit more to it, I'll show you part 2. Cheers for watching. I'll see you later.